Greetings! Another day, another episode of the Italian RTG, and last time we left off with this specific team. I know Nesta's a bit of a surprise if you missed it, but we did have a tragic start to FUT Champs where we lost our first game and almost went ahead and lost another one straight after. Luckily though, as you may have seen, we made up for it, and at the end of that episode we were with a 4-1 record. So today we gotta hope to end the episode in a very strong position so that tomorrow's episode, the rank 1 rewards will be right there for the taking. Contrary to popular belief, I will not be blaming that shaky start on the lack of pace with Chiellini and Nesta at the back. Sure, I would love for them to have closer to 80 pace, but honestly, they were both decent. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna need 80 pace soon. I will, and obviously I'll still be selling Nesta after this weekend league because after reading some comments, I will be trying Tonali at center back, and I know that sounds wrong, it feels wrong, but I don't really have much choice. Don't let the fact that that's wrong distract you from the fact that Nesta, Baresi, you know, these center backs, even Puyol, like, who's not Italian, I know, but these guys should have way more pace. As for Roberto Baggio, I know people have been telling me Di Natale this, Di Natale that, but I've tried Di Natale in the main account if you would have seen the videos previously, and they're very different players with very different purposes, so for now, we keep Baggio. In terms of my custom tactics, because I do get a lot of comments saying, yo, update us on your tactics, guys, tell me you're not watching the RTG without actually saying it, because I told you, these are my tactics. Maybe I changed my width, it was 55 to 50 or something like that, but these values, they don't matter. The most important thing is 1-1 on corners, long ball possession, and then for instructions, I got nothing on the center backs, stay back on the fullbacks, stay back while attacking cover center on the CDM. We got nothing but cover center on the center mids, nothing on the right mid, nothing on the left mid, and nothing on the striker. And so now let's get into the games. With a 4-1 record so early in the weekend league, the one was a nuisance to my state of mind, and so all we had to do was focus on plowing through the next at least 5 opponents so we could get to a nice 9-1, and it would be Baggio leading the way. Unfortunately though, we would get a penalty that would make Serie A refs look competent. Balls. In Stallion fashion, we miss the pen, and so it's Insigne on the left-hand side looking for Tonali. The spaces are tight. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out, but our opponent says not to worry, Verratti has the ball, and just like that, the classic turn and shoot. Green it! I've been reading the comments. I have been using more time finishing as a result. Did it help? Maybe a little bit, but in general, I think this game has some serious finishing problems, but we make that 2-0. Shout out to my opponent who really wanted to see me come out with that victory. So Fault FC's got a couple of rule breakers. Don't let the hype that everyone had for this Nkunku distract you from the fact that this promo, despite Verratti, was an insult to Italians and Italians all around the world as we make it 1-0, because let's face it, we had almost no representation. Yes, we got a Verratti, and I'm thankful for it because I actually quite enjoy him. But don't let that distract you from the fact that both Team 1 and 2 had zero Italians. Unacceptable. I'm going to expect a lot of Italians later on as our opponent makes it 1-1 with Fekir in the second half. And I didn't show the chances, but 5xG to 0.2. I had to take a very deep breath in this moment to make sure that I wouldn't let the stress get to me, and so in extra time we slowed things a little bit down, and Barella into Chiesa into Insigne for the putback. The heavens we had to thank naturally, and then while the ball here was not accurate, our opponent would once again do all the work for me. Get fucked. Get so fucked. 6-1, slowly but surely, as we face more and more rule breakers that remind us of the lack of Italian representation, bar Verratti. Of course, we get closer and closer to fixing up our record, and the overlap on Insigne makes it a little bit better. I thought I was gonna get screwed there. If anyone got screwed, it wasn't us. What a goal. So Barella, now here is a lot of the space that the 4-1-4-1 provides. He overcommits and panic, and just like that, we're in. And how about this? Oh yeah, Josh, that's outrageous. I feel like chip shots are kind of underestimated a lot of times. They're not like last year, of course, but they're still very good. Baggio tries to do it all over again, and again, our opponent says, have it straight back. We'll take it and score. Whoa, the first time fake shot is like hella nerfed. 7-1, we face what would seem like an underwhelming team because, you know, at this point in foot, if you see a goal team, you're like, wow, that's bad. But, you know, some decent players hiding. Davies, Goretzka, we got Mane. So we must be careful, okay? Don't let it distract you from the fact that this could be the sweatiest game of all time. But instead, we would be blessed by the gods. And my friend would give us a win. Comment down below if you think you should send a thank you message after every one. I do it. Our homie thought about it 2 times, and I guess he forgot to rage quit, but he would give us 2 goals. But yeah, I usually send a thank you message after every time. I hope I'm not bothering people when I do. I just feel like it's the least I could do. Plus, it takes no time compared to the 15 minutes it would have taken to actually play the game. Now, we've played Foxes at an 8-1 record. A record that was fixed by the kindness of some members of the community and our decent little comeback, and it's Barella working it in the middle into Insigne. Yes, I saw that keeper budge to the side, so I was like, please let that work. And he's quit. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Note that down, by the way. That's history. That's history right there. That is a moment, a very rare moment where keeper movement did not get the best of me. I actually don't know if that was keeper movement now that I think of it, because sometimes keepers in this game, they budge by themselves, and if you catch it and you shoot in your post, it will work. If you don't, you might end up being screwed. Nonetheless, we survived that time, and as a reward, I guess we face another angel. Guys, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, man. Surely that's karma, right? Surely that's karma. So Timo forward with fantastic red Firmino. Well, I say that, but he's probably got low pace. He still has Ginola, and perhaps all these free wins made me a little complacent, and I was relaxing. And it would be the diligent Chiellini who would save us on the line. We get away with it there, and so Insigne, he tries to work it in. We do have passing options, but we say no. Otiragir. If you know what that means, then you know. Otherwise, apologies, you're gonna have to do some research. Again, Spinazzola gets it from Verratti. Barella. The inside, the space is just everywhere, and we find the open man on the wing. What a shot! Talk about pinpoint accuracy. And at 2-0, we wanted to close it off. This was a tough game. He had a good team. He also was pretty good. Okay, I waited. Barella's weak foot was there, but it wasn't a problem. This is a big win. Big win against a big team. The 3-star weak foot of Barella doesn't let us down. And on to the next one, Prosecco. Comment down below if your team Champagne or team Prosecco. He has Fekir, like almost everyone. Saw the comments last time. We are all facing that Fekir together. Not to worry. So it's again Insigne trying to replicate what was happening last game, but instead we would try to go all the way. The keeper comes out and blocks it. And on the other end, we risk being too complacent. Again, we were a bit too loose here, right? Although we do get rigged with that nutmeg and we get away with it. Oh my god, I almost got rigged. Again, he has the ball in our half, but it would be the diligent Chiellini saving me once again, showing how sometimes it's not all about pace, defense into offense. And that, my friends, is beautiful. Please. Oh, baby. Marco Verratti. Not sure how he got into that position, but we'll take it. That 72 pace boosted with a shadow paying dividends. Again, so much space. We look for the far post. Please. That's an unbelievable save. And although I've had games with much more XG where I deserved many more goals, the opponents didn't lead, but this one had enough and he would dip. So we stop today's episode at 12-1. And tomorrow's, we're going to hope to push for rank 1 and see what we get in those rewards. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time.